Hello, this is Jordan here from Uprint SA. I'm doing another training video onto diaries. This soft surface material diary is a little bit more challenging to brand onto. What can happen here is your diary can get burnt or melted if you're not using the right pressure and most importantly the temperature. So we're going to be using our marine A and B paper on this video. Our other diary printing video we used just marine A paper, that was for hard surface diaries. This is more soft surface diary. This material can also be branded on the same method. So I'm going to jump into it. First thing I do is I'm going to put it into the heat press and set your temperature to 130 degrees 20 seconds. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to figure out the pressure first. You want to have as little pressure as possible. So I take my baking paper and I take my big red rubber mat. Make sure your baking paper is on top. Place your diary in the center so there's even distribution of pressure, and press it down. It must literally just touch the surface of the diary. It must feel like absolutely nothing. So when I pick that up, I can see that there is pressure on the diary. It's been flattened. You can see that it's nice and hot. It must be as little pressure as possible, is because you don't want a square finish from your picture, or sorry, your paper that you put down. Alright, so let's go ahead and place our logo on top there. We've got a nice white writing and a logo, PCB properties, done through Uprint, South Africa. So make sure that your logo is trimmed nicely at the bottom, just so that you can get it nice and centered. Make sure that it's nice and straight. Place your baking paper on top. What I like to do is just hold the logo there and then place this on top so that when you move it around it doesn't. So if you're working alone, you can possibly trim this red rubber mat, make it a bit smaller. Alright, make sure that it's done properly. Okay, and it's on straight, and you can go in for the press. Okay, I'm doing 20 seconds at 130 degrees. Alright, once it's done, pick up your red rubber mat and the baking paper, take it off. Alright, so this is now on marine ambi paper, so once again you're going to use your water and cloth. Preferably you want to use a white cotton cloth when distributing water. You don't want to use the problem with these black cloths, they leave these little black hairs. Alright, dab your book. Doesn't matter if the book gets wet. This is it's like a fake leather, it's like a pleather, call it pleather here in South Africa. Plastic leather. Okay, once you see your whole logo, you can just simply grip the corner and peel it away. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to just take the wet side of that cloth and you wipe over it with your logo gently. What that does is just removes any marks on in between the logo, and then you take a dry cloth and you can just wipe over it gently as well, just to take a look. Alright, you can just see a small amount of very small, you won't be able to see on the camera, but it's a small ironed out mark here. That's from the paper. Now we're going to do a second press, and that's just it's basically going to iron it out and take away that pressure mark. Okay, second press is quite important for durability. It is durable enough for one print, but you just want to get that extra durability, because people tend to want to scratch your diaries. Alright, open up your press and you have the finished results of the diary. Alright, so if you see any marks or anything, smudge marks or anything like water or anything like that, you can take just plain water and wipe over that nice and gently over the logo, but you can apply a bit of pressure and you can wipe anything away here and take a dry cloth and wipe it again, or you can let it dry naturally. But the pressure mark is completely gone. There's no pressure mark on this diary, and these diaries have always had an issue in the past with pressure marks. So make sure your pressure is as low as possible, 130 degrees at 20 seconds on both presses, first and second, and you'll have a good finish. Thank you.